Peace and power, and welcome back to KTsAlchmy. My name is Nina. I'm Katie's granddaughter, and today we're going to be getting into the big book of chart patterns. We are on pattern number 19 and 20, which are gaps, the breakaway, and gaps, the continuation. So what you're looking at on the screen is the breakaway gap. Now, the directional bias is non-directional. Pattern type is continuation. Pattern description. Breakaway gaps can be bullish or bearish and typically occur at the outset of a new trend following a consolidation phase. Following the gap, the price continues to rise to form higher highs and lows. Volume description. Volume tends to be significantly higher on the gap day versus the previous day and continues to be elevated for several days. Breakout confirmation. A breakout from a consolidation and a continuation in the price movement in the direction of the gap following the gap day. Measuring technique. The expectations for movement is based on the price making a move that is 2 times the size of the move to the high gap day. Statistical notes. Breakaway gaps tend not to close the gap quickly, oftentimes taking 6 months or longer. Larger gaps tend to perform better than smaller gaps, and gaps that occur near a 12-month high or low perform better. And so again, you're looking at the breakaway gap. And this is another picture of the gaps. And this is a picture of breakaway gap on the chart. Skipped all that, okay? And now we're going into a continuation. So, number 20 is a continuation gap. Directional bias, non-directional. Pattern type, continuation. Pattern description. Continuation gaps can be either bullish or bearish and typically occur near the middle of the preceding trend. The gap itself is a rather sharp rise in the price. These gaps are less common and will typically remain open following a gap to a new high or low in the direction of the preceding trend. Volume description. Volume tends to be high on the gap day, but not unusually high. Breakout confirmation, a gap in price to a new high or low on a higher volume in the middle of a trend. The price subsequently holds the gap level. Measuring technique, since the move occurs in the middle of a trend, the projection would be the prior move to the middle of the gap and then added or subtracted from the middle value. Statistical notes. The bearish gap size in bear markets tend to be larger than bullish gaps in bullish markets. Okay, and so that was 17 and 18. I just want to make sure I don't have another picture. So give me a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So, again, that was the last picture. Just want to go through them again. This is the gap. And again, this is the breakaway gap. This is the gap. It's another breakaway gap. And this is the last one we went over, the continuation gap. Peace and power. And I'm out of here.